Every country has its own meteorological department to track weather and associated dynamics. However, the love-hate relationship that Indians have with the Indian Meteorological Department, or IMD, is something worth exploring. We all know the importance of IMD, but never give the due respect or credit that the department deserves. More often than not, we end up criticizing them while giving godly status to amateur weather bloggers. It is important to realize that without IMD, which comes under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, our weather forecasting ability would be appalling. It is the infrastructure set up by the government and maintained by IMD personnel which allows weather enthusiasts to do what they could do today. This video is made with the intention to understand how IMD works so that one could make a judgmental call on their forecasts and alerts. We are all aware of the bulletins put out by the IMD. For the sake of the public, IMD puts out a general bulletin covering only the salient features of the weather patterns expected in the next 24 hours. It also releases a detailed bulletin which has numerous meteorological jargons such as isolated rainfall, scattered heavy rainfall, a circulation extending up to 3 km above sea level, a synoptic scale disturbance, etc. The problem is that the general public doesn't understand these terminologies and they want only binary information, that is it going to rain in our area or not? And if it is going to rain, how much? If one were to look at these bulletins very carefully, then one would realize that IMD's forecasting has been bang on more often than not. Yes, there have been instances where accuracy has been an issue in the past, but we have to understand that we all grow with technology and so does IMD. With the advent in science and technology, Indian Meteorological Department now has a weather model to rely on forecast, better satellite images, radar data, weather station observations, and to top it up, the brain power of the scientist to interpret the data and spell it out to the public. To completely evaluate IMD on some of the failed events would not be justified, and if one looks at their track record carefully, their forecast has been right more often than wrong. When it comes to weather, the success rate could only be around 80%, and IMD has a very good success rate. IMD's Cyclone Watch bulletins are the recent testament to this fact and the subjective proof of the growth of IMD. Of late, we are now able to predict cyclone landfall locations with intensity 3 to 5 days in advance, and this has saved a lot of life and property. And let us not forget the fact that apart from saving ourselves from these calamities, IMD is also responsible for weather forecast for our neighbors. And that is an additional responsibility considering our geopolitical equation. But above all, IMD serves for the common good. A genuine question is raised every time IMD's forecast doesn't happen. For instance, they announce a red alert, but the actual weather event doesn't happen with the intensity that the IMD has expected. Why does this happen? What are these alerts actually for? This is where the IMD is different from the rest of the weather blogging community. And this is exactly where they make a mark. IMD's alerts are a grossly misunderstood concept, and let us have a broader look at it. If IMD gives out a red alert, it is primarily for various departments in the state such as the Water Department, the Agriculture Department, and others. Of course, it is equally applicable to the common public, but more so for the departments concerned. Secondly, a red alert means that there is a very good chance of very heavy rainfall event for most of the districts in the state. This does not mean that all the districts will be affected. Therefore, we also need to look at district level alerts, which could be different than the state level red alert. The spatial variability in the rainfall is so much that If one district receives heavy rain, it is not necessary that an adjacent district receives similar amount of rainfall. It may so happen that one district is getting pounded while the other is bone dry. This is called the vagaries of the weather. Lastly, IMD gives out alerts 2 to 3 days in advance of the event that is expected to occur. What we do not realize is that, depending on the changes in the weather conditions, IMD revises these alerts, which the common public does not look at. Therefore, it is important to watch for revised updates from IMD. If you do that, you would realize that the predictions are usually correct. Another issue associated with the alerts is the poor journalism quality that we encounter these days. The media reports news without checking the authenticity with IMD, but they quote them in all the press articles. This has had a very bad impact on IMD. This is completely the media's fault and in no way IMD's. Therefore, it is important for the people to sieve authentic news from rumors. Therefore, the best source is to directly go to the IMD website and check their bulletins. One could argue that the site is not very user-friendly. In that case, you should follow Twitter or other social media websites where IMD officials put out tweets, or some passionate, self-learned and trustworthy weather blogger put out tweets for the benefit of the general public. Of late, this has emerged as an authentic source of news. Now sometimes what happens is there is a projection that IMD goes overboard. Well, again, this is not true. The first lesson in safety is a precaution, and with a responsible organization like IMD, this is the first line of defense. Many have criticized IMD on this ground, but they do not realize that agencies in USA like NOAA and JTWC exercise similar prudential norms. The word red alert is being frequently used in media these days, especially by many YouTube channels who instigate fear for pleasure and publicity. Well, we do not have a proper screening mechanism for what gets uploaded on YouTube, which also shows our irresponsibility. And as they say, grapevine spreads like fire, and formal communication from IMD is ignored more often than not. Well, this pattern is changing because IMD now shares the bulletin in a succinct layman language on various social media platforms and also through SMS. Slowly but surely, the once tarnished image of IMD will change. More and more people now have faith in IMD, and this is a very good sign. Okay, so this brings us to our final submission. Is all well with IMD? Well, we have to analyze this on a case-to-case basis, especially when it comes to Chennai radar restoration. Chennai's weather radar, which was the reason for so many bloggers to take weather as a passion, has been malfunctioning for some years, and the department's action has been a little questionable. Now, with whatever we have discussed, it shouldn't have taken much time for restoration, but yet we are not aware when this would be restored. Therefore, there have been many campaigns where people have voiced out their concerns to restore the Chennai radar, and we do hope and sincerely look forward to IMD's swift action in this regard. With all said and done, there is no match for IMD and no single individual is bigger than the organization. But that does not also mean that there should not be any amateur weather blogging happening around. Both should coexist. If you have seen our previous video on the role of private weather bloggers, you would appreciate the symbiotic relationship that exists or should exist between IMD and weather bloggers. The vast resources from IMD are very important for weather bloggers, and for that, we will always be indebted to the organization. Finally, at some level, the support from weather bloggers in spreading the right information is also indispensable for IMD. The respect is mutual, and we hope that from now on, we would look at IMD with a different lens. We hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please share it with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for instant notifications and exciting updates. You can also express your views and suggestions in the comments section. Thank you.